a near miracle happened. We were equipped with a brand new satellite dish, just up there. This ensured that we have the most rapid internet service, as well as an interactive connected classroom. This means we can call into other classrooms and have a live visual of their classroom on our screen and vice versa. It is all instant with sound and conversation. This allows for huge opportunities for our students. They can easily talk to other schools around the state, country and internationally. As you wander around the classroom and library, you will see the huge amounts of technological equipment and other educational resources. These are all at the fingertips of our present students and future students. This year we've had a huge increase in numbers attending Sarawonga, which is our visiting mobile preschool playgroup. This holds our school in a very positive position for the present, but as you and I are both aware of how changes in farming practices continue to advance with the utilisation of technology rather than the large human workforce of the past, and the physical seasons that battle flood and drought, and of course the fluctuating agricultural prices, we always have that fear of extremely low student numbers. Although our school is isolated, this isolation provides us with a protective barrier, as it is an extreme journey for a kindergarten child to travel daily for the closest alternative in Moree, Boggabilla or Gungabuba. Thankfully, the Department of Education and Community staff recognise this and have supported us in striving to keep our small schools strong for now and into the future. So we are in a good situation. I'm just going to finish with some practicalities for today. You've obviously all found toilets because you all have been here before. Running today, over just in front of the canteen. Tickets are $2 each, and that will assist our P&C into the future. And thirdly, if you'd like to receive our school newsletter in paper or digital form, please let me know. I'll just have a list in the front office, and we can distribute it to you fortnightly, if you'd like. But please remember that you are welcome here at any time if you'd like to just visit or call in. Our students have a great variety in meeting past and present students. So thank you, and please enjoy the rest of your day.
Everybody, and welcome to you all. I feel as if I know some of you quite intimately from the discussions we've had, not only in emails but on the phone. It's just been wonderful. And thank you for travelling so far and making today such a success. It doesn't look like about 260 of you because this area is so large and you've all fitted in here. It's just incredible. Thank you ever so much. I do have some official apologies from Mrs. Marty Colton, who is one of our founding members, and who Marty and her husband Gordon donated the bell that's up there. And there's a story about that in the book, and there's also a story about that from Dick O'Connor. I won't go into that, but the two do overlap, and although they speak differently, they do have the same thread. Officially from John Mora, he's asked me to read this to you. To all those gathered to celebrate the 50th anniversary of Tulloona School, I very much regret the circumstances that conspired to prevent me from joining past pupils and the community to mark this very significant achievement for an important rural school. I have many happy memories of the school and the district, most especially the warmth of the people, their generosity towards the school, and the itinerant teachers who came there to work for relatively short periods of time. Most especially I remember the delightful nature of the children who attended the school between 1968 and 1970, and my wonderful colleague, Sherry Price, from my final year at the school. It will be difficult to find better people to work with. My post-Tulloona days in teacher education have taught me the great value of intergenerational friendships that have developed through mentoring relationships over 4 decades. I have treasured these friendships and have always enjoyed the contact with my students from past to present. I would welcome contact from students from my time at Tulloona and would love to hear about their careers you have followed and the life adventures you have had. I can be contacted by email, and it's simple, so I'm telling you, john.mora@bigpond.com. So, and he said, congratulations to all everybody for the weekend, and my warmest wishes to you all. So I think that, and there's another little one from Peter Corcoran, and I'm reading them because these two things, readings, do signify everything that you have all written about. Community, love of the school, love of each other, getting involved, rain, not having to go to school, even better than get involved. This is from Peter Corcoran, who happens to be, can't come because he's at the Black Sea at the moment. It also says a lot about this tiny, you and your committee have done an excellent job. It also says a lot about this tiny spot called Tulloona Found in the middle of nowhere, between Moree and Gundawindi. I use this term to describe this little spot because I can remember friends asking, how can you leave here, which is Ballina, and go and teach in the middle of nowhere? It, however, turned out to be a great 4 and a bit years. I would like to feel that it's also the experiences provided by all the school teachers throughout the 50 years that have played a part in pupils and parents wanting to return for this weekend. No doubt there will be many experiences relived and many stories starting, remember when. I will always remember Tulloona, not only for the great pupils and wonderful parents of my era, but it was also the first of my principals with the Department of Education. I'm sorry I cannot be there for the weekend. Without a doubt, it'll be a great event and live in the memories of those who attend. Say hi to my pupils and parents and to fellow Tweed-eyed Cherry Price. So I think that sums up the wonderful sense of community that we all have. Now, I think I have a few, the other two apologies are from Mr. John Webb and Mrs. Sue Rosier, who found out at the last minute she couldn't come. There's a few little details from doing this research that I need to give to you. There's 4 families to go through Tulloona from the inaugural students. John Wiseman went through from kindergarten to year 6, and so did all of his children. Ronald and Bruce Colton started in year 4 and 3 and finished their primary school here from 1959 on, and so did all of their children. Sue Wiseman started in year 6 and finished her primary education here, and her son Stuart also attended for all his primary years. So that was from the inaugural family. There are others who attended here for all of their primary days, and their children attended all their primary days. And I think that other person is Richard Wood. There are many other families where the parents attended here for some time and did the children, but they're the outstanding ones, and I apologise if I've missed anybody. Now, one of the areas that we couldn't cover properly in the book, and with hindsight, and I mentioned that in my introduction, was the efforts of the P&C. And I think it's reflected in those 2 emails, the huge amount of effort that everybody in the P&C has put over during the years. When you look back, we have our founders, Betty Bargeley, Fred and Betty Bargeley. They also gave this land to the school, and then did 15 years with their children, and then more years with that, and Betty's still here today and will be helping us to cut the celebration cake. Barbara Bargeley is also a founding member, and Marty Colton, who cannot be here today. There's also many other families who have done exceptional number of years, and probably one of the most notable is Gary and Louise Shepherd. They had 10 years as parents, 7 years break, and then another 8 years. And they ran the bus. They have been involved with the school for 32 years. The others are Stephen and Sherry Price, who through being students, teachers, their son Nick being here, and then being the owners and bus drivers for their bus, they put in 23 years. Neville and Jenny Quinlan had 15 years as parents, but then they've remained involved with the school, which totals about 35 years. Ted and Beth Cook, 17 years. Yvonne and Bruce Colton, 16 years. Barbie and Rob Hobson, 14 years. And of today's people, we have Janie and Richard Woods and Kathy and Charles Holcomb on 12 years. So to get a mention here, you have to do many years. Okay, that concludes Mr.